Okay, I wanted to show you how to build what is, and thank God, I finally built a camera strap that I'm completely happy with. Distributes the load perfectly. I know will never drop my camera. Doesn't make any noise. I'm not constantly readjusting a nut, and yeah, the nut on this nut, not those other nuts. and I don't have a rubber shoulder pad that is constantly slipping forward or backwards. I really nailed it this time. I mean, I really did. I'm even though I'm recovering from bad sinusitis, I've been brainstorming, and this really works. Now, what this is, now you can. I made this double so it actually spread out over the shoulder, but you could use a single one. This is called a runner. As for rappelling and climbers, you can find them on eBay. It's like $7. Now this sucker will literally lift up a small car, so you'll never ever have to worry about your camera dropping from this thing. You can see here the stitching on this. Very heavy duty stuff. This is designed actually to save your life, much less a lightweight camera, including a heavy one. Now, let me remove this. Now, you can actually get this. Is called a quick link. You can get the cheapy ones that are like $2 from the hardware store. But what I did is I got a few of the stainless ones, which are about 3 times as much because, yeah, it's got better threading on it. But you'll never have to worry about this coming loose. Let me show you what I got on the bottom here. The only thing that you'd actually have to buy for this, you can get them on eBay, is this little link that goes in your tripod socket that is made by Black Rapid. Other people actually make it too, but let me show you the connectors that I have here. Then I'll show you how to make them. This little nut's $10. You know exactly what that little nut is. If you got a Black Rapid strap, you already got one anyway. Now here's something that I'm going to show you how to make. It's very simple. You're going to think, well, God, that could slip out. No, it won't. I've been using these now for like 20 years. This is designed, by the way. It does not fray. It's not meant to hold up a human, although it certainly could. It'll hold up 500 pounds. I'll show you how to make one. You have to make 2 of them absolutely identical. Okay? And then I'll show you how to make one in a second, but you're going to loop it through the bottom. Okay? Like this. And then you're going to loop the bottom section right like that, and the second one for redundancy. So I'll never worry about my camera hitting the dirt. How you make one is you're going to have to make 4 knots. You don't actually necessarily have to make 4 knots, but I do. The first 2 knots you're going to have to make are going to be, I forget, I'm sorry what this knot is called, but 2 knots like that, 1 and 1. Okay, 2 of them stacked together, make them really tight, and then what you'll do after you've made 2 of those, I just made 1, is you're going to make a simple knot like this at the end. Okay, and then another simple knot. This is really simple. I'll show you what to do, how it will never unwork itself. Never, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut it here and here, and you're going to go over to the stove or use a match or a candle, and then you're going to use some needle nose pliers or some pliers. You're going to melt this, and it'll get hot like putty. And it'll be black and gooey like putty, and what you'll do is, as it's gooey, black, and hot, you're only going to be melting the very last final knot on the end. Not the whole thing, just the very last knot. So you're going to have 4 knots. 1 of these, and 2 of the simple knots at the end. And after it's melted, grab the pliers and squish it together so it can never work loose. So you're just going to make the very last knot into a black molten blob of nylon, and they never work loose that way. Okay, never had one work loose ever. And something else I've done, my next one, I'm going to use buckles. We're going to be talking about this blue section. It's 1-inch nylon webbing. If you go to the hiking camping store, if you go to eBay, you can get this 1-inch webbing. You can actually find it anywhere. You can probably grab it off an old backpack. My next one, I'm going to actually use some of these buckles that you can get for $1 a piece, these plastic buckles. But what I did, since this is not carrying the load, but only the lateral stress, so it never falls off my shoulder and it snugs it up against my body, it snugs the green strap against my body, is I used industrial super glue. I wanted to go for a very minimalist, and once you use the red bottled industrial super glue, which you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot, I mean, it really glues this stuff together. I mean, tight like a drum. Yeah, you're supposed to actually let it cure overnight, but it actually cures the red industrial stuff at Lowe's or Home Depot very, very quickly, about 10 minutes really, and it is just tough as hell. But all the load is being carried by the green strap. This is just, the blue strap is going underneath my armpit from the front of my chest to the back, and this is just snugging the green up against my chest. So the green strap is always snug and it doesn't let it fall off my shoulder, but it's not actually really transferring any of the load. It's just lateral stress, okay? So that's how you make that. And here's another thing, far better than the Black Rapid link. Not this link, but the link that connects to this link from Black Rapid. You're not going to worry about this sucker ever breaking. I mean, it's one big, tough, stainless honker. And what you're going to do is you're going to drop your primary and, of course, the second one for redundancy. So I'm never worried about my camera ever hitting the dirt with my little camera strap creation here. You put both of those, I'm just doing one now, and lock it up. Of course, this is called a quick link, and like I said, I recommend you not get the steel ones, which are perfectly fine. They're like $2, but this is a stainless steel one, so it's tougher and it's stainless. It's never going to corrode. So that's that. And this whole thing wads up. Doesn't make any noise, by the way. No noise. You only got one metal component here. Like I said, you got two of these. The load designed for the carry of this is 500 pounds, so you got two of these. Your camera's not going to ever break off of that. Not if you follow what I said and melt the end of it. You're going to make 4 knots. You're going to melt the last little knot and then squish it together with pliers. This whole thing, this whole camera strap, costs a lot less, weighs a lot less, far, far more compact. The whole thing will fit into my fist. More comfortable, doesn't make noise, my camera doesn't move, there's no shoulder pad that doesn't move, and you think I've just been trying it out with this Fuji X-T1. I haven't. I've been using the super heavy Nikon D3 and a mid-range zoom lens, and totally comfortable. I'm actually the happy photographer. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. And it says simplicity is divinity, and my God, it does not get any simpler. Whoops, knocked the camera there. It does not get any more simple than this. So I promise you it will work exactly like I said, and man, my God, I'm so happy. I'm just done with all these expensive, just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's good. You can build this whole thing. This is assuming you have the link now, which you need. If you need this link, this Black Rapid link, it's $11 on eBay. Just this link right here for the tripod socket. But everything else, you're talking $5 for the expensive stainless one, $7 for this green runner. This is industrial stuff designed to save your life. Your camera is never, this is never going to break, never. So $7, $5, and $3, actually less than that, like $2 of webbing. So what, 14 bucks, and if you need to buy the link, then $24. You only really need one link. I mean, if you need to be packing 2 cameras at once, okay, you need to buy 2 links, whatever. These runners are actually cheaper on eBay. I actually paid a premium at the local hiking store for these. So anyway, that's it. That's the best camera strap in the world, and you know damn well that I've used them all. Peak Designs, Black Rapid, everything that's out there. There might be one oddball one that I've not used, but my God, I think I've used them all. And this one's the most comfortable, and the one I'm actually most confident in, as far as doesn't make any noise, it doesn't slip and slide, and that's really been irritating. I've owned every Black Rapid strap out there, and with this pit strap that goes underneath the underarm from the front of the chest to the back of my back, it doesn't slip. One last thing, right, on how to build this. You're going to glue one, or you're going to use a buckle on one for your back, and then how you make this a perfect fit, custom fit for you, is when you bring this around front, you're going to make this snug so that you get no movement. If you're going to glue it, you're going to have to make damn sure you got it right the first time. Otherwise, I just went for a really minimalist design on this prototype, and I'm going to immediately build some more. You can use, instead of the glue like I use, you could just use a couple of these buckles that are $1 a piece. So glad to show you that. I am absolutely tickled. I am happier than a pervert in a porn store. This camera strap works so very well. I mean, I really, really am. No exaggeration. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go build one yourself. I promise you'll be really happy with it because, I mean, I can actually confidently say that I have used every camera strap that's out there, and this one works better than any that I've used, and I'm doubly happy that I came up with the design. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.